So we have gone over stage one of metabolism, which essentially is digestion. There are a total of 4 stages, and in this short video, we're going to just look at an overview of stage two, stage three, and stage four, and then we'll start looking at details of these stages with respect to pathways. So the second stage, the ultimate goal or product is formation of acetyl-CoA. So we'll take a closer look at acetyl-CoA, but it's a very important biological molecule. And there are three metabolic pathways that lead to units of acetyl-CoA. The first one we'll look at is metabolism of monosaccharides through the glycolysis pathway. A little ATP is produced, and remember ATP is the major metabolic power related biomolecule, and the end product of glycolysis is a substance called pyruvate. And pyruvate has many different fates, but one of those fates is conversion to acetyl-CoA, and then this molecule or substance can lead into other pathways, typically energy producing, although some can be anabolic. At any rate, amino acids can also be metabolized or broken down into its components and can be converted to pyruvate and acetyl-CoA. And there is another possible product, and that is not something we're going to look at. Fatty acids and glycerols. Fatty acids undergo fatty acid oxidation, and these fatty acid molecules then are broken down into two carbon units, which end up as acetyl-CoA. So stage two, formation of acetyl-CoA. This is a depiction of, number one, an acetyl group, excuse me, and coenzyme A. So this is a big, rather large molecule, and we just, rather than drawing its structure, abbreviate it CoAS. There is what we call a thioester linkage between a 2-carbon acetyl group. So thus acetyl-CoA. And we've just seen in the prior slide that monosaccharides, amino acids, and fatty acids are dismantled, degraded into acetyl groups, which are then bonded to coenzyme A. Stage three is the citric acid cycle. So those acetyl-CoA groups can be fed into this cyclic cycle. You'll see that glycolysis is a linear pathway. The citric acid cycle, or triacyl TCA, is also, it can also be called, it's got a number of names actually. Anyway, this is a cyclic cycle, and ultimately there is some production of an energy molecule that actually is converted to ATP. Nucleoside triphosphate, that's what this is, adenosine triphosphate. And we will also see reduced coenzymes that carry electrons and protons to another pathway. Which brings us to stage four, which is the subsequent pathway, or the electron transport chain, and oxidative phosphorylation. The ultimate product of this pathway is ATP, and this occurs in the mitochondria. The electron transport chain receives electrons and protons that are extracted from the previous two pathways, and there is something called oxidative phosphorylation that is required to produce ATP. And ATP, again, is the primary energy carrying molecule in the body. We cannot function, or cells cannot function without ATP. And now we're going to take a closer look at these pathways after we introduce some of the very important molecules or coenzymes that participate in these pathways.